don't even know where to begin. The past 8 days of my life will be forever ingrained into who I am as a person. Every veteran on this trip had their own unique story to tell. Some of us going into the hellfires of combat, witnessing the devastations of war. Others dealing with permanent physical and mental beating that our bodies will never recover from. And even those of us that have gone through sexual abuse, an ongoing epidemic in our military. Nonetheless, I will start with my own story. I am a double amputee Marine veteran from the war in Afghanistan. I had only been in the Marine Corps for 2 years before getting blown up twice, in which both occasions I received a Purple Heart. The first of which, I was on a resupply convoy as the turret gunner in a MAP-V when our vehicle hit an IED or improvised explosive device. Fortunately, no one was killed, although my good friend Joshua Sust was sent home, where he ultimately lost his leg. We all received traumatic brain injury from the blast and were out for a week before returning to operations. It was 10 days later that my squad had been on a dismounted patrol conducting KLEs, or key leader engagements, when I had stepped on an IED and lost both of my legs above the knee. My team leader at that time, Corey Dotson, had taken shrapnel to the face as well. Both of us managed to escape with our lives, but were forever changed that day when we had to leave the rest of our brothers behind. After 3 days in Germany, I was finally stable enough to be sent to Walter Reed Naval Hospital, where I recovered. Prosthetics didn't end up working for me, with the pain being too much to handle, although I am content in my wheelchair. Currently, I reside in Chicago, Illinois, where my wife and I await our future home being built with Jared Allen's Homes for Wounded Warriors. Since my medical retirement in April of 2015, I have tried my hand at college, but anxiety has kept me from going. Although ironically enough, I have acted in the TV show Mercy Street on PBS, where I play an injured Union soldier recovering in a medical hospital on the cusp of both the Union and Confederate sides, where drama ensues. It was something I had never expected to be doing, but with the motivation of others, I was able to see myself on TV. I cannot forget those that have helped me on this journey, for without them, I would not be here today. Suicidal ideations can get the best of you, and it is in those moments where you need to step back and realize the situation for what it is, and know to reach out for a helping hand. There are always people that care about you. The most incredible people, though, I have met the past 8 days of my life. Each and every person victim to the infamous acts of war. Our founder, Ryan Sawtelle, a civilian, through the inspiration of his parents, both servicemen and women to this great country, he created the White Heart Foundation, a non-profit organization that helps the wounded veterans of war. Through its history, the White Heart Foundation has had its ups and downs. The Guardian Project, born from witness to the suicides of war, is an adventure therapy program run by one of our own White Heart members, Jed Morgan. It was in this program that I had met with the individuals that I would form the strongest bond with, each of us serving in different conflicts around the world with our own experiences that brought us to the thoughts of leaving this earth. Why couldn't it have been me? Why was I faced to live? What purpose do I serve? Will I ever be forgiven? A variety of notorious thoughts that run through the minds of those subject to war, each of us looking for answers that we ultimately found through each other. We came to the realization that each of our own struggles aren't what's most important, more so the continuous bond that we once shared on the battlefield, in which those around us mattered most. With the efforts of the COR Expeditions and outreach at Wyoming Catholic College, we were able to experience level 3 whitewater rafting, rock climbing, mountain climbing, all the while camping underneath the picturesque Wyoming night sky. Each challenge harder than the last, yet in the end we got through it together. 4 nights in the wilderness bear witness to the rebirth of 7 individuals struck by the wickedness of conflict in men. Standing around the campfire, we passed around an old, rugged-looking American flag, a flag that had flown and been observer to the conflict and tragedies our country has gone through over the past 100 years. This flag, a testament to the code and creed instilled in every veteran born in the defense of the free people of Earth. We now had to lay rest into the fire. An emotional roller coaster, the flag shook in our hands as it passed each of us by, saying goodbye to those we have lost as we watched the flag burn. But it was for those that we have lost and to each other that we made the promise to never give in, to stand out and be model citizens, emulating what it takes and means to be free. On our first night back into the town of Lander, we decided to get tattoos of the abstract flag of the White Heart Foundation, a testimony to one another that we would never, ever forget what was started here, and that through us, this movement will last forever.
What we do for ourselves will not last. But what we do for others is and always will be eternal. And we owe it to each other to live life.
And I will